Hey friends. Okay, I think I found myself. Let's see what we can manage to do here. Um, see if I can tag. Okay. Hopefully everybody finds me. Okay, well, we're here and or I'm here and I'm not really sure if anyone is here yet. Oh, I see Melissa. Hello, friend. So we'll see if anybody is able to pop in. I know I had to reschedule it from Tuesday. Life is just a little bit crazy right now. Well, I feel like it's always crazy, but sometimes more crazy than other times, I guess. Hello, is it Nita or Netta? Nita? Netta? I don't know, but welcome. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Natalie. Oh my goodness, Natalie, how are you? It's lovely to see you on here. Okay, so I've got to kind of get my stuff together here. I have some die cuts. I wanted to kind of let this somewhat up to you guys, maybe, as far as whoever chimes in, and maybe we'll see what you guys want to see. I thought it'd be fun to just do this more of in an interactive way. Nita. Okay, awesome. Great. I don't like when people mispronounce my name, which is Corinne, and so I always try to get people's names correct when I say them. So I always like to ask. Okay. So first I'm just gonna, maybe this would just help me to kind of take a little breath and get going. Yes, exactly. Oh, that's cool, Natalie. Awesome. Okay, so just to kind of give you a little recap, if you didn't see from Tuesday, I did have to reschedule from Tuesday because I was away this past weekend, and while I was away, my mother-in-law, she lives about 15-20 minutes away from us. She fell outside. I guess she must have bent over to pull a weed or something, and she fell, lost her balance, and fell against her house. She has a brick house, and she hit her back and her head, and she fractured her L2 vertebrae. So, or vertebra, or however you say that. So, anyway, she could not be alone, and so she was staying with us for a few days. I came home on Sunday from a retreat that I had attended in North Georgia. My husband obviously had taken her to the ER. He took her to a small ER, a little local ER here in our county. Probably not the best ER to take her to, because they're not really equipped to do things that, obviously she needed. So she was staying with us. It was very challenging. She was in a ton of pain, unable to do much of anything, and ended up having to take her back to the ER on Tuesday morning. And so my whole day just kind of went crazy. So anyway, prayers for Peggy. If you want to pray for her, she is going to have a long road of recovery ahead. She's still in the hospital right now, but they're taking very good care of her, trying to get her some physical therapy, which is very slow going. She's just in so much pain, she can't tolerate much of anything. But they did get her a back brace, and they're just, kind of keeping an eye on things, making sure her levels are where they need to be. She was very dehydrated when she came into the ER on Tuesday morning. Her potassium was like crazy high, like dangerous high, and she already has heart issues, so they needed to get that under control. They had to put her on oxygen. Anyway, so I mean, she's 84, so you know, our bodies don't bounce back the way they used to when we're 84 years old. Oh, I gotta take some water. I've been so busy today. So anyway, she is in a better place right now with being in the hospital, and the care that she's going to receive there is certainly better than what she would get in our home. As much as we love her and would do our very best, we are not a hospital. So the end goal, I think, is at this point to hopefully get her moved into a short-term rehab facility so that she can heal through, you know, therapies and different things. So anyway, that's the update as far as that goes. And I greatly appreciate those of you who were praying and, you know, messaged me or commented about that. So here we are. We are gonna do a little bit of playing. I'm really excited about this release. You can see my lovely art journal page that I did. I had the great pleasure and honor to attend one of my friends' Bible journaling retreats this past weekend. And while I didn't do any Bible journaling, I did do some creative worship, and it was just such a fun time. I loved it. And this is one of the things that I created while I was there. So this is in one of my art journals. If you guys did Faith Fest recently that I was a part of, this is my pages from Faith Fest. So it's in the same journal. It's just like a floppy fabric journal that I created a while back at another retreat. So anyway, so this is just something fun using the May release. I am going to just kind of quickly show you some of the things. This is the cheesecloth background. I would love your feedback. You guys totally, you know, chat with me. I'm going to try to watch the comments as I go through here. But I would love to know like what products you're dying to get your hands on. Maybe you've already gotten your order and you've already been playing, or you haven't had a chance yet. Or maybe you just want to see me play with something specific. I really would love your feedback because, like I said, my brain is kind of mush right now with all the things going on, getting home from traveling. I was literally gone for two like long weekends in a row. So I was only home for 2 days and then hit the road again last week. And then this whole thing happened with Peggy. So needless to say, it's been a whirlwind, but we've got some really awesome new stencils. This new Butterfly Bliss stamp set, which is, oh my goodness, so yummy. I love this new set by Rebecca Rios, Glory and Praise. Her bubble type letters or words are just so popular, and I'm so excited to have this new one in the line. And then of course my sister Casey's gorgeous sketched roses. Oh my goodness, just love them, love them, love them. And then this goes with, let me see, did I just have it? What did I just do with it? Oh my goodness, you guys, I literally just had the stencil and now I don't even know where I put it. Did somebody see where I put the stencil? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this and this, they go with the cover plate. Okay, let me just take a breath. The postage stamp cover plate die. So I don't have the die right here with me because my dies are over at my die cutting table, but this is what it will look like if you cut out just the postage cover plate. And then there's a bunch of little dies that are nested inside that die set that coordinate with these little images from this little stamp set. So, hey Martha, yes, breathe. Breathe. So this you can get as a bundle with the die, the cover plate die set, the little postage stamp add-ons. These were designed to fit inside the postage stamps. So like if you want to do some cute little images, like you could turn this way and the little flower pot will fit in this one here. Some of these, like if it's turned this way, you could get the hearts in there. The leaves will fit in here. So just fun little, like if you want to do backgrounds or different things, just to make it even more versatile. This little snowflake row, if you will fit inside this one. You know, or you could use it to make a background, whatever, just some different, you know, since it's kind of springy and then I've got some random stuff in here, I just was like, we'll throw some snowflakes in. But then there are dies, like I said, inside of the other, the main cover plate die that you would snip out, and then they will also cut out these little images. So if you wanted to have like kind of like a little heart confetti, you wanted to have little, you know, use little hearts, it will cut out all of these little hearts, and then you could use those as embellishments. It'll cut out the leaves, it'll cut out the stars, the snowflake, everything, all the things. And so you can use those as some cute little embellishments. It was just kind of extra filler since we had, you know, I had the space. So that's basically, so even, you know, if you're coloring, like you could stencil, so you could stamp this, stencil it to color it, right? Stencil over that, and then you could die cut it. So you've got all 3 steps right there in that one set. So that's really fun. Let's see, what else? The new stamp of the month is so lovely. I know it's really dark. There's a lot of shaded areas in this image. It is a vintage image that I purchased. So it's, you know, a little bit different style than what we might normally have, but it's really very beautiful. I'm trying to think, where did I put, I know I did, oh here, I think it's in this one. I did do an art journal spread with that one, and that's this right here. So I don't know if you guys remember last month, or maybe it was 2 months ago already, I did a video where we did this kind of a mixed media background, and we did it on the pages, and then we also did it on cardstock. Well, this is the pages, so I ended up using the May, I think it was April's release, so I ended up using the May stamps on that on the stuff I created with in that video. So anyway, we've got Rebecca's wonderful stamp set, and it says Stand in Awe, and then I've got, isn't that so pretty, the vintage, not vintage, I keep wanting to say vintage for everything, it's kind of where my brain is these days, the Flowering Branch, the stamp of the month. It's so beautiful. I just stamped it and watercolored it. I just love it. Love it, love it. Oh, is the bundle sold out? I might have to update the site. I do think we have more. So anyway, maybe when I get done here, I can try to go and reallocate and see if we can put together more of those. So just before I get to creating, I did want to just show you a few things, so then that way you could maybe tell me what you might like to see. So if there's something, you know, one of these products you'd like to see something, you know, created. I'm not going to probably do any finished projects today. I really wanted to just play and show you guys how to maybe use some of these different products. So just keep that in mind. I was just kind of playing around, and okay, I'm already losing pieces. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is what the cover plate looks like. You know, it's a lot easier to see this way when you just die cut it. I also grabbed a couple of backgrounds that I had created from other things. Now you can see this is backwards because I did the thing with the stencil where you spritz it and then make an impression. So I don't really care so much that it's backwards. It's probably going to end up being a background. But I did cut it out. I did cut the cover plate out just to see, you know, if I might want to use that for something. I was just kind of messing around. So you could even tear these all apart, and then that could be kind of a fun, like if I tore this apart, then I would have these cool, like vintagey background, you know, stamps. Isn't this fun? Look, you can literally, it's perforated because of the holes. So you can create your own little stamp embellishments. When I tell you that this is a versatile die set, I am not kidding. It is so versatile. So there's a bigger one. I have to kind of look, it's easier to look this way because it's so busy, it's hard to see. But so now you can see I've got all these fun little shapes that are already, you know, decorated that I had created a background with before. So if you have other backgrounds where you're just kind of playing and you're creating backgrounds, you don't always know what you're going to do with them, this is a fun use for them, just to cut them down like that. And then this one is a little more obvious. I think it would be more obvious if I put it on, you know, like black. You can kind of see then the dots, but that would be a fun background as well to create a card with that. But that was done with some stenciling and some texture paste. So there's just another idea. And then let's see, what else do we have in here? So this was one of the first cards I shared with the cover plate die. And I don't know about you guys, but oh my goodness, I love, love, love this. I love that you can take the stencil. It fits right over top of here. You do have to make sure you know that you have everything fastened to, you know, your surface, and so that it doesn't all move around. But it's just so cool that you can create, you know, these just all different kinds of backgrounds and different kinds of things with just these few products. So anyway, so here's one of the cards that I created with that. And I used some of our nature silhouettes and some other little, you know, the vintage postage stamp is in here, which is of course a must if you have this die. And then some of our word dies that are back in stock. I just love it. Isn't it so pretty? I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I kind of love it. Okay, here is a very simple card that I created actually this weekend when I was at the retreat. And I just stamped the flowering branch stamp in it like a gray onto white cardstock to make almost like a vintagey fabric sort of a feel. And then I used one of the postage stamps, tore them all apart, and I made a little postage stamp for my main sentiment. And I love how simple that is, that you could create, you could do this kind of a, like I basically used one color. So it's a monochromatic card. You could create a whole set of cards like this if you're, you know, you want to make a bunch at one time by just changing up the color. And then with the ink blending, I just ink blended with that same color that I stamped with. And even the matte behind here is the same ink. I just inked the edges of this piece to be my matte so that everything coordinated. And I just love how that turned out. The Grace So Amazing is from the Choose Faith stamp set, I believe it's called. This one. This is a good oldie but goodie. This one's from 2016 actually, but such an awesome set. I have to keep remembering that I'm not like in the screen unless I move down further. So that's this. And then here I did, well, actually, let me show you these both at the same time. Okay. Here is this amazing Bold Bloom stencil. Oh my goodness. I love it so much, so much. So I stenciled that. Then I took the cheesecloth background with antique linen. Can you guys see? I stamped the cheesecloth background directly over the stenciled flower so that it gave it almost like a, almost gives it like a canvas, or is canvas the right word? Almost, it kind of gives it a canvas feel, like it's printed on canvas or something. I love how it turned out. It just looks so cool. And then I did a little bit of, you know, texture stamping with some, with the typewriter text, one of my favorites. Added a butterfly. I think that's from the Vintage Nature Elements. And then the sentiment is from Simple Sentiments. But oh my goodness, I love how this one turned out. And then, because you know I'm not going to waste the ink, you guys, right? I did a reverse impression and I am in love. Okay, this is very muted. It's very, you know, very pale, but it's so pretty. I actually wish, I don't think the lighting is that great in here. It is brighter. Like when I look up at my screen, it's not as bright, but as it is in person, but it is very pretty. just took the stencil after I did all of this inking and I spritzed it, and then I created this background, and it's just a simple one panel card stamped the same sentiment as this one, and boom, I popped it up, and it's just a very pretty, simple but elegant greeting card. So I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so there's that. And then these are just a couple other, oh, this one I did make. So here's the 2 butterflies. I just love them colored up. And then the roses, the sketched roses. Of course, I've got my oh my goodness, words are so hard. My postage stamp panel back here. And that's just a very simple background. You can't really, I mean, there's not a whole lot. I mean, there's a lot going on, but it's not that you can see that much of it. I just stamped the roses in the same color that I inked, and then added some little bits of black here and there. But of course, the shining stars are the flowers and the butterfly. But anyway, so there's that one, and then this one with the cheesecloth background. Now, I haven't used too much the Awesome Tags, what is it? Tabs? Tickets? Oh my goodness, I don't even remember what it's called. I don't even remember what it's called. How crazy. Anyway, whatever. That other die set. the other die set that is in the release that is so much fun. It has all of the little shapes, the tabs, tickets, banners, all that kind of stuff. I cut these out so that I would have them. There's even a little tiny arrow. This guy right here. And then there is the, what is it? An ampersand. So I did use that on there. Maybe we'll play with these today. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So I got to stop talking and showing and doing show and tell, and let's just get to something. So what did I see somebody said they wanted to see? Or what do you want to see? Do you want to see me create something with any of these new products specifically? I mean, obviously I'm not going to be able to do, I mean, if you all kind of answer at once, I won't probably be able to do all the things, but I would love to do what you want to see, not just what I want to do, you know? I'll give you a second. Hopefully somebody will reply and give me some kind of a suggestion, and I'll do my best. Yes, those giant butterflies are fabulous. So fabulous. Okay. The art journaling spread, this has all kinds of things going on. I have the kaleidoscope stencil kind of in the background. The cheesecloth is in here. Casey's beautiful rose and Rebecca's stamp set. And then I did also use some of the older products in here too, but so fun. Oh my goodness, I had so much fun making that. Something with the bundle, Martha says. Okay. So because I don't want to waste anyone's time, yes, the one that says it's sold out, I am going to have to fix that. Because I don't want to waste anybody's time, I'm going to go ahead and just start playing with that, and we'll see where this goes. But if you have any other suggestions, please, please go ahead, feel free to comment, and we will see if we can fit it in. So, okay. So I am going to use, it's kind of dirty, actually. I feel like I need to, it's got dust all over it because, you know, everything gets dust on it. This is my Tim Holtz low tack mat, and I'm going to see if I can get that to dry really quick. I don't want to. All right, because I would like to use it maybe for, it's still not quite tacky because it needs to dry, but I'm going to reinforce because I really don't want this to move. So I'm going to use some washi tape, and I'm going to just put a little bit of washi on the back of here to help this to keep it from moving too much. Then I'm going to take this. Hopefully this is okay on the screen that you guys can see it. And we're going to line this up. Okay, come on now. There is a fly or something. There's always something in this room. It's usually a wasp, but it sounds like a fly, and it sounds almost like it's caught like in the wall or something, which is so weird. Because this is a sunroom that I'm in. My craft room is a sunroom. All right, I'm going to push this down here, so that'll hopefully help me a little bit. But this edge is still going to want to move most likely, so I do want to fasten that down with something. Yes, the sketched roses. Yes, that's what you're talking about. Okay. So I'm going to just tape this down. And this is, I mean, it does take a little bit of effort, obviously, to get this whole thing set up, because you do want to make sure that your pieces are secure when you go to ink blend with this. You know, obviously it's not a very, I mean, it's a flimsy stencil, you know, it's just made out of a thin material. The Mylar is, you know, obviously very thin and flimsy. So I want to just make sure that I have this all down here and it's good to go. So let's see. Are there any colors? Is there any? Oh, I know Martha's going to say pink. I 100% know Martha's going to say pink. Does anybody? I mean, we could go with pink. We could just go with it. This is going to be a Martha card. Okay, we're going to do some picked raspberry. And I think what I might do is kind of a combination of sort of what I did here, but maybe I will do sort of what I did here, because I did have a couple people ask me, how did I get this like gradient, you know, without like how did I get an even gradient like in each stamp, so to speak. So let's do that. Let me grab, I need some scrap papers. You do need some extra scrap papers for this, because you're going to need to mask off some things, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, and again, you know, this is a great way to use up your washi tape. If you have a washi tape collection like I do, I'm going to just show you how I do this. Okay, so we're going to do that, because you have to kind of you got to be pretty careful here. So I'm going to do pink like up here further, and then we'll do maybe like a yellow or something on the lower part, so that you can see how you can blend those together. But you see, I have to mask off. Okay, so in order to get two colors in each stamp shape, I have to mask off, because I don't want to get any harsh lines. But I also, if I went the whole way across, the top here, these would just be pink. They wouldn't be pink and then another color, because if I just went across the whole thing, right? And I don't want to do that. I actually want to get a little bit of color of both colors in each one. Okay, so that's, so I'm not going to go, so see how I'm not going as far down in these as I am with this one, because this is a much bigger stamp. Okay, so now, because I already have this taped off, think smarter, not harder, right? I'm going to take another color. Let me find, let's find some kind of a yellow. How about some wild honey? Do I want wild honey? That's a little too yellow, or a little too orange. Hold on a second. Because I want to mix two colors together to make kind of an orange in the middle. So, let me see. What do you think? Should we do mustard seed, or should we do should we do squeezed lemonade or should we do mustard seed? This is what they look like. Very yellow. Oh, lovely. There's like a dog hair or something on there. That's nice. So very bright yellow, and more obviously this is mustard yellow. So which one do you guys think? You can tell I have used the mustard yellow a lot. That thing looks like somebody has been chewing on the, it's all frayed around the edges. Lemonade. Okay, Martha says lemonade. Okay, listen, you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick up in here, okay? All right, we're gonna do lemonade. And I'm gonna, because this is already masked, I'm going to work my way this way now, right? To add that yellow in there. And I want to be careful not to move over here yet because I'm not quite there. I mean, I guess you could probably, and I'm going to come in with my pink and do a little bit more blending, because you can do that until you like it. But isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. I love that so much. You do have to be careful too, because these are teeny little area. You don't have a lot of space. And then, because I don't want to do anything down here yet, I need to cover this. I need another, don't mind me using our old, this is like from the virtual retreat. I'm using old supply lists. I don't waste paper. I really don't. I try not to. Try to use it for something. All right, we're gonna go like this. So there's a lot of masking that happens when you're doing this kind of a technique, because you want to make sure that you are not, you know, getting into areas where you're not quite ready to get into. Okay, so we're just going to mask that off. Almost grabbed the pink one. Wasn't ready for that. Okay, and then we're going to do this. All right. And then we'll come back in with the pink. I think my pink needs to be, my picked raspberry gets used a lot, and I think I probably need to re-ink it because it's not wanting to, it's not very inky. Sometimes if I have enough space like this, I'll kind of blend it straight, like back and forth like that. Okay, so now we see how pretty that is, right? This is a much bigger brush. Okay, so now we're gonna lift this up. So we've got, okay, so we've got those three done. Now we gotta remask because we don't want to, you know, like I said, don't want to get into areas we don't want to get into. So let's see, how about if I, because this one, let me see. I'm trying to think here what the best way to do this is, because I want, these two I can basically do at the same time, or at least parts of them I can. So, I'm going to mask this side off. Oh my goodness, this tape does not want to come off my fingers. Here, let's do this. And when you tape, you do have to make sure, because you don't have a lot of room in between here, you definitely want to make sure your tape is not going past the stencil, because you will have some funny little edges if you go past the stencil. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll the dice on this, and I'm going to try to do these kind of at the same time, much like I did these. And so we're going to, and then the other thing you're probably going to want to do, because again, you don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess up what you just did, right? I think I'm going to do this one. I think I'm going to mask this off just to be safe. Okay, so then we're just working in this area right here. And I'm going to try not to get over into this side. I definitely need to re-ink this stencil. Ooh, I'm hearing thunder. We are supposed to get storms much of this week, so okay. Now we come in with the yellow. Are we still here? Is everybody still with me? Making sense? Is it making sense to you? Okay, so there's those. And let's just, for now, I'm going to keep that one there. Now, I think I'm just going to, I'm going to do the yellow at the bottom across the whole thing right here because I can do that. And it's already ready to roll. Just going to move up a little higher in these two taller ones. Okay. And then, let's see. I think I'm just going to mask this one off. Since I already have tape on all of these, it's kind of easier to just pick them and place them. Okay, so there's that one. And then we're just going to cover this side. And this side. Oh, is it storming there too? Yeah. Melissa, are you guys supposed to get storms all week as well? I imagine probably, because I mean, we are kind of close. I feel like the shadow is really messing with my, hopefully you guys can see this okay, but the shadow, because my light is over there, and so it's kind of causing this shadow. Whoops. Got a little crazy there. Go this direction. Okay, now I'm going to close those up for right now, and we will reveal all the lovely pink and yellow. Oh, isn't that so pretty? I'm just pretending there's like applause or something, so. Storming in Brooklet, 80% and higher all week. Yes, I think that's kind of what we are all week. I looked at the weather, and it was like thunderstorms. The picture was like the thunderstorms all, like every single day as far as it goes. So I was like, oh, lovely. Oh, well, it is what it is. And actually, we really need the rain bad. So I hope that we do actually get a downpour. Maybe not to the point of flooding, but, you know, enough to, enough that it's saturates and fills up the ponds and all of that. Yes, isn't it so pretty? Okay, so now because I want to stamp in these, I'm going to use this, I think, because somebody had suggested about this set. So I think I'm gonna stamp some of these images in each of these, and I don't want to remove the stencil yet. I do, however, now I don't normally wipe I don't like to waste ink, but in this case I don't want to get ink all over my fingers, so I'm just going to wipe away the ink that is like on the outer edge here, because as I'm messing around I may end up sticking my fingers in it. Okay, and this stencil isn't very easy to do that technique with, where you spray it and flip it. So okay, so now well, I have actually been, I mean, even though it's raining or even when it's rainy, I still can get work done in the new building. So I've been kind of in and out doing stuff in the new building each day this week, trying to get it done, trying to get everything finished, because it's been a long time coming. Okay, so let's do let's see. I'm gonna take this one. All right, now the question is, where are my blocks? They are right next to me. I still haven't unpacked everything from the retreat this weekend, so I tried to at least put things that I thought I would use close by. I wouldn't have to get up and move around too much. This block might be a little too small. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do, all right, well, you know what? Maybe I'll let you guys tell me again. Do you think I should do the floral images in a color like a pink color, or do you think I should do them in black this time? So on here they were in the color that I ink blended, so you can kind of see like tone on tone. Should I do more of a tone on tone, even though like obviously in the yellow it will still be pink? Or, now this doesn't have line art, but at least you can see the black. Should I do it in black so it's more, you know, like pops off a little bit more? What do you guys think? Tone on tone-ish, or black? And while you do that, while I wait for you guys to respond, I am going to mask a little bit just so I don't stamp into where I don't want to go. Black. All right, I see two blacks. We're going with black. Here we go. Where's the black? Where's the black ink? Okay. Well, okay, there we go. Don't mind me. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, we're gonna do black. So I'm gonna do this one right here because I feel like that would be super pretty right in there. And you can just stamp right on there. Now I will tell you, because I'm stamping over the Distress Oxide ink. Distress Oxide ink makes things kind of a little hazier, so it's not gonna look like full-on stark black when I stamp this. I don't know if you can see that on here, but it's almost more like I mean, it still looks like black, but it's almost more charcoal than it is black. And that's just because of the oxidizing properties in the Distress Oxide ink. Whoops. My stamp fell over. Okay, I got another black and another black. Awesome. Everybody's on the same page. Okay, so there's that one. Let's see. Let's look at these images here and see what we want to do. I think I might do... maybe I'll do this up here. I was trying to see how I did it on this one to kind of mimic a little bit, but I think I'll do that because then we've got one coming in this way, one coming in this way. All right, hopefully I inked that okay. And since I'm not going to really be going over the images or the into the other stamp shapes, I'm not going to mask that because I think I'll be okay. Okay, yes. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's see. Now, I kind of want to use, I think I want to use this little one that's like starting to open. I think that would be pretty somewhere. Let's see. Maybe over here. And if you guys have any suggestions, I'm here for it. Just let me know. I might put some leaves. I might add a little bit of some leaves in some of the areas where there might be a little bit of space. Or we could maybe use some other, you know, some other stamps, some different things. Ooh, that might be fun. Okay. I'm getting all sidetracked. Okay. Now, this little bud would be pretty somewhere. Let's see. What do you think if I did the bud right there? You guys think that would work? I mean, I have to mask off down there, but... Oop, I think I slid that one a little bit somehow. You see how it like made a double? Oh well, what's done is done. What's done is done. All right, I'm just trying to clean up as I go, just so that I don't get ink, you know, on my fingers or whatever, because sometimes that is the worst. You get a nice big thumbprint or something in on what you've just spent all this time on. Okay, so got that. I think I want to do this big one right here. What do you think? Right there, maybe. Yeah, I like it. So let's mask this off. And I think that should be good. And I just kind of want to, around the edges where the stencil is, since it's slightly raised right there, I do try to just push a little bit a little bit harder than maybe I normally would, just so that the image goes straight up to the edge. Okay, yes. Maybe I should have left that there. Don't get the smudges in the... Don't get the smudges in there. Okay. So now we've got, let's see. I don't know if I want to do, maybe I'll just do leaves now, like in some of these other ones. Add some leaves to, just gonna fit on here. Yep. Just to fill in some of the areas with some leaves. Maybe right there. And then I think I want to do... Sorry, I get quiet and sort of talk to myself under my own breath when I'm concentrating. Maybe like that. And might just do, I don't really care if these overlap because they're so small, and I'm just gonna put the leaves inside each of those. And then maybe we'll do I'm just trying to fill in some of the areas that are open. Okay, let's just leave that. All right, what do we think so far? Hey, friend Diana. Yes, it does have a lot of my favorite things for sure. I'm with you on that. Okay. Ooh, thunder, thunder. Hope we get some rain. The thunder is fine, but you know, the rain is what we want. Okay, so now because I think I'm done, I do need to clean off. Actually, you know what? Before I do this, let me just clean it. We need the rain, so I hope it doesn't just, it's not all bark and no bite. But I don't want it to be too crazy where we lose power or something. It's probably a little dangerous for me to try to clean in there when I'm like doing this right over my piece. Ah, don't be crazy, Corinne. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. You guys, the reveal. Isn't that so cool? I just love the reveal. It's so pretty. Okay, let me just clean this off. I'm imagining oohs and ahs. Since I can't hear all of you, I'm just kind of, whoops, just kind of pretending that I hear oohs and ahs. Like when I'm in a live class or something and you can hear all the reactions. It's always so fun to hear people's responses. Okay, so clean that off. Hopefully that's sufficient. And then I think it would be fun to add maybe just a little, let's see if I can, the question is, can I find the stamps to do it? Because I'm not really sure if I don't know if I brought that one. Let me just look through here quick. Let's see if excuse me. Excuse me. My AC in here kicked on, and I'm feeling it's blowing some dust into the room or something, because all of a sudden I had to sneeze. Trying to find the Going Postal stamp set, because I think that would be really fun to add pieces of that, elements of that to the to these stamps, but I am not finding it in the places that I'm looking. So I'm gonna break out this one real quick. See if I can find it in here. If not, then I don't know. We might have to just... Oh, there it is. Awesome. Okay. So... Okay. Now my nose is running. Lovely. Okay, so... I love this set. This is another must-have, okay? I know I'm like totally trying to upsell you guys right now, but I don't typically like to do that because, you know, I mean, I think we need to be good stewards, okay? We need to be good stewards, so don't go crazy. Unless you can afford to go crazy, don't go crazy. But at some point, if you have this stuff, these items, I definitely think you're going to want to add this set. This is an older set from 2021. It's called Going Postal, which is kind of funny. That is going to be a really cool set to have, as well as where is it? Oh goodness, I smushed it. Look, I smushed it. Do you see this? I abused it. It got smushed in the bin. Oh goodness. At least the stamps weren't destroyed. It was just the acetate got smushed. Oh my. Bless it. Okay. Good heavens. It'll be fine. I'll get it up. Put something on it and it will be right as rain. Okay. Ugh, with the nose running. Is there a tissue nearby? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Diana. God bless you, she said. Thank you. Okay, so let's do some of these little icons, maybe in... Yeah, that would be fun. This one is a little not sticky. Okay, let's do maybe this guy. I gotta watch my time. It's about 3 o'clock, so I think I'll do maybe I'll just do that. Well, okay. I don't know. Now I'm gonna overthink everything, so just ignore my overthinking. I totally overthink all the things. I'm gonna put this here just for now because I don't want to do that into the onto the white part. I'm gonna just, oh no, wait. It helps if you cover the white part, or if you go all the way up to the edge of the white part. Maybe I should have left the stencil there. Okay, so we'll do that. And let's see. Goodness. Let's see. We've got first class mail. That might be kind of fun to put somewhere. First class mail. Maybe right here. Ooh, that's cute. This one needs to be cleaned. It keeps wanting to fall off. Maybe we could do Express. All right, I think I'm gonna do the Express somewhere. So what do you guys think? Maybe here? I mean, obviously it's kind of overlapping, so it's not as obvious, but I think you can probably read it. I want to just put some little bits in each, basically in each stamp. I'm going to put this little 25-cent. Ha! Who remembers the day when stamps were 25 cents? Anybody? Anybody remember those days? It's unbelievable how expensive postage is these days. Okay. Now I'm gonna do, I want to mask off. I think I want to put this somewhere. I have to figure out where to mask it. And I don't want to go off into this white either, even though I really could, because I mean, if you saw, I mean, a postage stamp, obviously, if it had a cancellation thing on it or whatever, it would go the whole way, but I'm just doing it on the insides. All right, what do you think? I feel like it's pretty full. I probably don't really need to do anything. I don't think I need to do too much else to it. But that is a pretty cool background. And then I probably could just add a sentiment like on another panel, or maybe a, you know, another shape of some kind with a sentiment, kind of like this, you know, where you could put a word die on there. Did I clean that one? I hope I did, because if not, I just stuck my fingers in it. What would you guys do? What would you suggest? Now that the basic background is complete, I think. Lori says, I remember the 25-cent stamp. It was awesome because it was easy to remember how much the postage was. Yeah, right. Exactly. I seriously never know how much a stamp costs these days. Same. I don't either. I don't either. And with the forever stamps, because it's not on there, you really don't know how much they are. And I don't buy a lot of stamps because I don't mail a lot of snail mail. So, which that sounds kind of terrible considering I'm a card maker. But I really don't send a lot of snail mail. I hand out a lot of cards like in person, but I need to be better about that and send happy mail to people, because who doesn't love to get happy mail? Okay, so there is the main background. And then I think if I popped that up, look at how beautiful that looks when you put it on black. Oh yeah. That just really makes that black pop, doesn't it? And then, so I could just, I mean, I'm not going to do it right now, but maybe do, you know, cut that down, mat it, put it on a card base. But then what would you guys suggest as far as, you know, putting a sentiment on it? What kinds of things do you think you would do? Anyone? A gold sentiment. Ooh. Would you pop it up somehow? I mean, it's easy for things to get lost, you know, on a busier background like this. So, I mean, I'm kind of wondering if, I don't know, even just, oh, you know what could even work? And I'm not sure that I'm going to do it right this second, but, because I don't think I have it nearby. But a sentiment like this, like a bigger sentiment like this that has the dies to go with it, so that it would be cut out. This big sentiment would be, you know, die cut. That might be really pretty. Just pop that somewhere over here, over there, whatever. I think that would look really cool. So maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know, but I am going to let you guys go because I don't like these lives to go too much longer than an hour, and it's already been a little over an hour. So I hope this was fun. I hope you were inspired. And if you guys do want to participate in our monthly challenge, make sure that you upload to the album. We do have an album for May. You can do any of the kind of techniques that I've done, or you could use the color scheme that I used. You could use whatever inspired you from our little playtime today. That counts. Okay. So if you were inspired somehow to create something using our stamps, definitely, that will count, and you can upload to the album for a chance to win. I don't even know what the prize is going to be. Maybe a free stamp set. So anyway, I am so thankful for you guys playing along today and helping me pick out colors and what to do. And I hope that you enjoy this release. If you have not hopped along, the Instagram hop started yesterday, and oh my, bless my soul, the design team will knock your socks off with the cool things that they've made with this release. So definitely check it out. And that's another chance to win $25 to the store. So, all right, guys, I will catch you next time. Stay safe. It's, like I said, thundering here. So if you're in a place where it might storm, be safe, and I will catch you next time. God bless you guys.